do, 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 do.
Todd Daddy's in the building, broadcasting live from many parts unknown. This is Call of Daddy 2. Joining me on the sticks, he's that bad dad of COD. You might know him as Muscle V, but we know him as Dixie.
Yo, yo.
And our associate producer and head of sales, he is the scariest Jew in Jewville, Boo Radley.
Ooh, yeah.
And our executive producer, the man that shirts have forgotten. He is the Pants Man.
Glover.
And I am the king of COD, your champion, the tournament winner of winners. And you can feel free to ask me anything, for I am Jeeves. And we are here with another drinking episode of Call of Daddy 2. Hello, guys. Welcome.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
What up, what up, what up?
So this is our first drink-along episode. We'll be doing a couple of different moments throughout the night where we have to take a drink. And it's, of course, drink-themed, as hopefully all of our Wednesdays moving forward will be. We'll see how the format goes tonight, but that is the current plan.
And I want to say, I hope that our listeners at home are going to play along and drink with us. If you happen to be listening to this while working or driving or doing anything where you really shouldn't responsibly drink, you know what? Anyway.
Yeah, we do want to actually remind you to drink responsibly, but if you are at home by yourself, let's get wasted. What do you guys have to drink tonight? What have you brought to the drink along?
I can start. I am drinking just straight up whiskey, and it is not Jack, even though I'm used to drinking Jack. I am drinking Lambe whiskey.
This is huge. You historically are the king of Jack and Coke. So
yes,
this is
yes.
This is
You
two
are-
parts thrilling.
8% of their sales.
Yeah.
Yes, 25.
Right. Well, good work
yeah,
graduating.
I'm drinking Lambe, and for another episode down the line, for my birthday, which was last week, I got a very expensive bottle of whiskey that I have not opened yet, and I'm saving that for a special occasion.
Great. How about you, Pants Man? What are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking one of my more recent go-tos. I decided to go for a mixed drink, and I mixed myself an amaretto sour.
Oh, so fancy. You sound like you're in The Godfather.
All right.
You wouldn't know. I know. Well, you've seen Godfather. You
I've
haven't
seen it.
any-
I don't get the reference, but I
It's
have
like
seen it.
It's a fancy Italian drink, I feel like.
Oh, yes.
Muscle V, what do you got for us?
Yeah, I got a classic Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey with some Coke.
Now that's what I call the Boo. The Boo Radley special.
No. Not with Tennessee honey. I don't like the honey. It's too sweet.
The honey is all Dixie.
Yeah.
That's a Dixie.
Yeah, that's
100%.
Dixie. I don't do the honey.
I enjoy the
Too
Tennessee
sweet.
honey. I could drink the
Yeah.
Tennessee honey straight up. I don't know why you need to cut it with Coke. That
No,
is a
yeah.
lot of sweet you're doing there.
That's
It's
way
okay.
too sweet for me.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I can't do sweet anymore. I'm too manly for that shit. I can't do that.
Oh, well, it's too bad you weren't on last night's episode where we were talking about what we're too old for.
No, I'm too
Um,
manly. Manly, not old. I'm just a man. I'm very manly.
Great. Sorry, what are you?
Manly. Like when
Oh,
you look
okay.
up like a man, I'm a man.
Yeah, so like I said, last night we talked about things we're too old for, and like a perfect one for you would have been sweets. Most of us did decide that we're too old for drinking, so this is interesting that literally the next night we jump right into a drinking episode and had a pre-plan. All right, so we are historically, as a group, pretty good drinkers. Not something we're particularly proud of, but I would say we are above
What are you
average
drinking?
drinkers. Oh yeah,
You-
sorry.
You have it. Yeah.
I'm drinking a Landgrant's Bonspiel Porter. It's a nice dark beer, quite enjoyable on the
Nice.
palate. We'll probably have to crush a bunch of them. In fact, Boo, why don't you go through some of the rules we got for tonight's drink along?
Wonderful rules of the drink along. The first rule is anytime anytime someone calls by the wrong name or their proper name, I should say, then we drink. The other rule
Honestly,
is,
you know, if you call someone by the wrong name, you're also drinking for that.
fair enough. That's fair. That's fair. Boo is known to call people by the wrong name very often. Um,
Well done.
uh, yes. The other rule is anytime that our amazing players both die, then we need to drink. And then the third rule, just because anytime that the game just, anytime the stream just stops working, then we have to chug our drink.
Dangerous.
Fair. I think we had one more we talked about pre-show. That was anytime we start a new game, we will also be taking a drink.
Yes, anytime we start a new game. Yes.
Great, well done. You got most of them. Honestly, pretty good. We'll see. You know, maybe as the night carries forward, maybe we'll have some new rules we'll add. I don't know. But again, we do encourage you to drink along with us if you've got one handy.
Please
Or
put in the
maybe even
comment section what you're drinking. Please put in the
Yeah.
comment section what you're drinking.
Absolutely. And you feel free to pause the stream too if you're not watching live, and you go out and get some so you can join in. This should be fun. But before we hop into that, Muscle V, why don't you remind us what happened last episode?
All right. Last
And
time.
let's just say, be thrilled about it.
Last time on COD Daddies. Our heroes were once again without Boo Radley. No surprise there. The gang also discovered that Pants Man is a basic white girl.
Oh yeah, he was.
The P.O. box continues to overflow, however, the mail is very sus. The heroes learn that our own members of the show do not understand any rules of kill battles. However, a new rule has been established. If you don't get a kill, the other person gets an extra point as long as they have a single kill.
Or more.
Or more, yeah. Several discussions occurred with conversation of what is something you are getting too old for, and the top 3 favorite things about spring. The heroes couldn't agree on any answers, and thus a poll was created. With the heroes starting a brand new kill battle, the scores are as follows. Muscle V with 5 and Jeeves with 4. In terms of sniper kills, Muscle V has 26 and Jeeves with 32.
Let's go.
Let's follow as the heroes learn the results of the poll. All right.
Lovely.
Yep.
Well done.
So I'm going to get straight into the poll here once I assassinate this guy.
Great. I actually totally forgot what the poll is. Is it who had the best spring activities?
No, so the poll actually was kind of more open-ended for our fans to just get some interaction. The poll was, what's your favorite thing about spring?
Oh, okay.
So there's
Fair
no
enough.
no winners and losers here. Just
Well,
trying to get
we
some.
theorized, if I remember, we theorized that everybody listening would have reacted to our ideas about what's best about spring with a general sense of, are you kidding me? You didn't think of all these other great things?
Yeah, I know you went back and listened, but we did a very bad job coming up with our favorite things about spring. It was highly contentious. All right,
So-
anyway,
So, what are the poll results?
Yep. So several answers here. The first one was probably the smell.
What?
Oh. I mean, I think it's
That's
an
a
okay
bad
point, but
crazy.
it's worded horribly.
That's what I got.
That makes it sound like it,
Smell.
you draw images of farts for sure that way.
I'm not putting words in anybody's mouth. I'm just telling you exactly what we got.
Yeah, you would never.
I would never rig the poll results ever.
Were
All
there
right,
any
anyway.
other responses?
Yeah, what else do we get?
The second one was, I guess, the warmer weather, the day when you can open up windows for the first time and get fresh air after being closed up all winter is the best.
That's pretty close to what I said, and it is a good version of that as well.
Now,
I'm
this
good with that one.
person did also have a follow-up. It was
Oh.
kind of a two-part answer. The
Okay.
second part was, I would say flowers blooming, but I'm allergic to pollen, so it's actually miserable for me parts of the spring.
You just don't have to answer that. No one made you say that. Okay. Is that it?
Nope. I just got killed.
Okay. Ah, I did the opposite. I got straight murdered.
All right. Okay. The next answer that we have is being able to keep the door open to let the dog outside so she doesn't harass us all the time.
Oh, also a horrible answer. Then you get lit up with flies.
Also, they said also a spring birthday.
Like a random one or theirs?
I'm guessing it's theirs.
Okay.
But it could be random. We don't know. We don't have the data for that.
Great.
The last answer that we have.
I'm sorry. I just want to go back to that one. I love the idea of something like, oh, I don't know, a fall birthday. I don't want to mess around with that. Oh, a spring birthday. Oh, I can't wait to go to that party.
Love a spring birthday. I think that's kind of fair. Spring birthdays are pretty fun.
In what way?
Let's not rehash all of last episode, but I like a spring birthday. I'll co-sign that answer.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I just have to ask, what is the difference between a spring birthday and any other season birthday?
It's the first, because you were just cooped up in the winter, and now you can go outside, potentially in shorts, and it's just a different atmosphere.
But that has nothing to do with the birthday itself. All right, we can move on.
That's exactly the issue from last night.
And the last answer we have is going outside with no jacket.
Yeah, again, that's pretty close to what I said. So no one did. Same idea. I mean, I said shorts, but same idea. So no one did a good job, including our pollsters. Great. Okay. Well, thanks for that. Tell our people to do better. We'll have to do better ourselves.
Yep.
All right, let's move on. Boo, we haven't seen you in a little bit. Obviously, there was the time we got hacked, and then you weren't on last episode, so our viewers haven't really heard from you in a little bit. I'm sure you went back through and watched all the episodes the episode that you weren't in. The two episodes that you weren't in, actually. So what awards do you have for us today?
Great. I continued my tradition of going with the theme of the episode. So today are all related to drinking, but more today is related to like snacks you have at bars. So the Peanuts Award or Nuts Award goes to Pantsman.
Woot.
Why?
Because just like peanuts, he's a snack you can have at any time.
I regret asking.
I think it was better not knowing.
The Pretzel Award for being able to, ship-shape your body and your personality into any direction, just like a pretzel.
What?
Goes to Muscle B. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What?
And the Nachos Award world for just being stacked and stacked full of food and useless information and other things that no one cares about goes to Jeeves.
Great. Just to remind you, you don't have to give an award to all of us. You can just give out one award if you'd like.
Well, I did it. I wasn't on for 3 straight days, so I figured I needed to make up for it.
Okay, great. Thanks, Boo. Pantsman, what do you have?
Yeah, I am going to give out just one award. Now, I feel like our pal Boo has been away. I feel like I want to honor him, to encourage him to continue to join us. And so I'm going to give him the Academy Award.
Oh, wow.
That's right, the Oscar.
Which one?
Oh,
Well, specifically, the Oscar won for a movie called Cavalcade from 1933. I bought it on an eBay auction, and I am shipping it to you.
Oh, man, huge pickup for you, Boo. Congratulations.
Thank you. I was hoping to win Best Cinematography, but I'll take that.
This is easily the best award that's been given out so far, so good work.
It's the only actual award that's been given out.
That's
Sure.
probably true. I have to go back and listen, but I think that is correct. All right, great. Somehow we're still live, by the way. This is the longest I think we've had an on-air game. So why don't you go
I want a
ahead and
drink.
what?
Said I want a drink.
Well,
Start
tough.
being words.
Instead, you got to do your work. Go ahead and open the mailbag for us while we continue to survive.
All right. So, you know the deal. We've got a big old bag full of paper here, full of envelopes and letters and postcards and packages. And you know what? We've got a very, very tiny package today. Just the tiniest little box. So I'm going to pull it out, and we're just going to.
Great.
Do you hear that?
No,
Yeah, we didn't hear anything.
Okay.
that didn't
All
come
right.
over the. Unless it was the sound of silence. Did you open the sound of silence?
Hold on. Everybody be quiet. Just listen.
I heard a pip, I think.
That's right. You heard a pip. So this is a tiny little metal box, and it's got a little flip top. I flipped it in, and okay, I'm gonna close it again. Close it up. That's closed. Okay. Well, that is. I think it's original. I'll give him that. I don't know who it's from, but it is clearly a warning. So.
Oh.
Whew. It's a thumb. Somebody put a thumb in a little metal box and sent it to us.
Oh wow.
So it's. Why don't we read a letter? Let's read a letter. How about that?
Was there a question on the thumb, or?
I don't want to talk about the thumb. I think I know who it's from, and let's just say we're moving on to a letter.
All right.
Did you see any fingerprints?
Oh.
Like, was there fingerprints on that thumb, or were they stripped?
I'm gonna be honest. I nearly threw up, so I didn't actually inspect the thumb very closely.
That's like you gotta do that.
Well, relax.
I don't
I'm
think
sure
I do.
in his
I don't think I do.
own time he will inspect the thumb.
All right. So this is a letter at random. Oh, it's just a photo of a thumb. That's weird.
So is there a question, or is it just a picture?
Yeah, it's just Well, and this isn't detached, by the way. This is just. Oh, it's like a thumbs up. Oh, they're giving us a thumbs up. Okay. Oh, it's a thumbs up. Oh, okay. Okay, it was a positive after all. It wasn't a warning, from my creditors. So, that is the mailbag.
Okay. Do we have any other questions today? Or any questions, I should say?
From who? From what?
The mailbag. Yeah, the thumb stuff. Great. We didn't get any. We got no questions?
I think we can draw plenty of questions from the thumb.
Well, it's okay. What's your first one?
I mean, clearly we didn't inspect it, so I don't know what questions we can draw from it.
All right, I'm sending you the thumb, and you can inspect it. How about that?
I will. I have my
fine.
magnifying glass
Yeah.
ready to go.
Why?
Okay.
I don't. Do you need a magnifying glass to see if it's got prints?
I don't know. I got it.
Yeah, I guess it can't hurt to use the magnifying glass. Hey, try to bring me back as soon as you can, by the way.
Oh, okay, can you find? I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
Go here.
Okay. Well, that was a weird segment. Thanks. I just want to remind all of our listeners to send in questions if you're going to send us in a goodie. Again, we will accept anything, thumbs included. You just also have to give us something to work with, question-wise. We're doing a show here, guys. I saw that. Thank you. All right. Boo, this was planned like a week ago. Do you still have a sports update for us?
Yeah, but it's greatly changed since then.
Great.
The first one, which was just announced a couple of hours ago, and the one that you were the most likely to not care about.
Jeez.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
is because of the baseball strike. Baseball is going to have a now 2-week delay. The first 2 weeks of the season have now been postponed.
Oh,
Um,
no one cares because
and
baseball's the worst.
and then on the football trade, the Washington Commanders traded a second round, a second round, a third round, and 3 players for Carson Wentz of the Indianapolis Colts. Um, and it is rumored that the Colts are going to be after a lot of quarterback names. And also, the big news today is it does sound like Deshaun Watson will get traded if he's going to court on Friday, and if they do not end up pressing charges. The 2 teams that are the most rumored to get him are the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
All right.
So that is the sports update of the day.
You
You have a
need like
question for us?
Did you mention Russell Wilson getting traded?
did you call him Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
It sounded like he said Russell Wilson.
No, Russell Wilson.
But
Yeah, I definitely
That
thought you were
was
talking
all-
about wrestling.
I thought he was too. I was like, I'm not doing a wrestling thing. That was yesterday's news, but yes, he did get traded to the Denver Broncos for an obscene amount of draft picks.
Okay, well, Pants Man is our second biggest sports enthusiast. What'd you take from all that? How are your feels after all that sports news?
Oh, I have a condition where when sports are discussed, I cannot focus on them. So I heard virtually none of the words that were spoken.
Okay, well, why don't we go ahead and break up the action then, Boo, and give us an ad read. And guys, prep your drinks. It's finally about time that we have one. Oh boy.
Okay. So, for those of you listening at home, this ad takes place in a bar, and it's between two friends. Hey, Tomas. Oh, hey, Jorge. How are you today? Good. Just drinking my gin. Oh, cool. What are you drinking? I can't tell you what I'm drinking. Why not? Because my drink is just so special. It's just so great. What's so great about your drink? It's just one of those drinks that's just so boring, and it's just so bland, and it's just so amazing, but you can't really describe it. What are you talking about, Jorge? Tonic water. That's what I'm talking about. Come and get your tonic water. The best thing that you can have with whatever you need. It's tonic water. Have it with alcohol, have it by yourself, but it is a drink that you can have because it's so boring and no one else cares about it. Give it up for tonic water.
I think it is incredibly brave of Tonic Water and the Tonic Water lobby to try to convince people they should be drinking tonic water by itself.
Who sent that?
Is straight nasty.
Who sent that ad in?
Oh, the Commission for Tonic Water.
Okay, great. Thanks, Commission for Tonic Water. I actually like tonic water with lime by itself. I'm actually
What?
although
No, it's disgusting.
I prefer a diet tonic water. My wife got me into that. It's got the quinine. It'll put you to sleep. It's great.
What's in diet tonic water?
It's just they just take out the sugar and I don't know, probably replace it with, fake sugar or whatever. But it's great. It's a good drink. And no, the tonic commission has not sent me any money yet. Wink.
I know you often ascribe yourself as the bearer of right and wrong. You establish that people
I'm
are
the source of truth and light. That's correct.
Incorrect. You have lost all credibility today by suggesting that tonic water. I mean, you did say it with lime, which is still not tonic water by itself. But
you get yourself a
not
diet
have
tonic
gin
and lime, and you
great.
tell me that you get yourself a diet tonic and lime, and you tell me that it's not acceptable.
I was going to give you on the pass on the diet, but if you're doubling down on the diet thing, that's even worse. Diet drinks are hot garbage.
I guarantee you've never had diet tonic water.
I'm pretty confident I have. I lived with your wife for 2 years.
Well, I guarantee you've never had it by itself with just lime. So yeah, report back to me. I'll report back to you when I get the stupid rhubarb pie.
How many drinks are you in, by the way?
Oh, by the way, we all can crack a drink in. Sorry, we can all take a sip or whatever. Jesus. Not enough for that sentence.
I'm on number 3.
Whoa.
Are you really? Are you really?
For the show, I am, but no,
Oh,
I'm on
okay.
2.
I got to step it up. I got to take heartier swigs, I suppose. Well, okay. Speaking of drinks, obviously that's the theme for tonight. I don't know how much you guys have thought about this or if you've gotten a props move, but my wife and my dad both have a very classy bar drink order. So I was wondering, do you guys, when you're at a classy event, what is your maneuver? What do you do when you belly up to the bar? And we're talking like what's your tux drink?
Yep.
Yeah, Pants Man, we go to you first.
For me, it's not just my fancy choice. It's really my go-to in general, whether it's a fancy attire affair, whether it's a simple open bar at a wedding, whether it's a just regular old bar and I'm having a drink with friends. My go-to is always going to be the old fashioned. Love an old fashioned. I like whiskey.
Damn it.
It is
Yep,
a
old fashioned's
simple
off the
drink.
board now.
Yeah, it's just I just got to go first. It's okay, but it's a simple drink, but it's a very classy drink, but it's also a very good drink. I've got good stories about old fashions. Old fashions are the best.
I'm fine with an old fashioned. I'm not sure I've ever had a really good old fashioned. My
I've
wife makes a
gotten
pretty good one.
I've gotten really big into them in the last like 6 months. I've been getting them at really because I go into some fancy places and I've been getting them a lot recently.
Okay. Is that why you finally were able to put down your Jack and Coke?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Boo, what's your drink of choice?
So we'll pretend like Pantsman did not steal mine.
No,
and
he stole yours. What's your drink of
Yeah.
choice?
I mean, it's really it's different, but it's not. I'll go with the Manhattan one. I like a Manhattan.
I prefer the Manhattan to the old
I don't
fashioned.
I don't prefer it, but if I couldn't have an old fashioned, I'd do a Manhattan. And everyone knows I pronounce my T's weird, so I just at this point like saying Manhattan.
You do inconsistently pronounce your T's funny.
Now, I've only had a Manhattan a couple times, but my recollection of it and the reason I didn't quite like it was I don't like a super sweet drink. I don't want it to be overly sweet, but I do
the
feel
vermouth,
like the
yeah.
Manhattan is a little bit less sweet than the old fashioned, and I like the fruity fragrance of like the orange and the cherry of
That's
an
fair.
old fashioned.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I don't like it as much. I don't need the sweet drink. That's where I like sweet in my food. I don't like it in my drink as much. Although if someone takes my drink, I do have a very sweet drink I will be picking. And by someone, I mean Muscle V. First of all, where do you land on the old fashioned and the Manhattan? And what's your drink?
I mean, they're okay. They're not as good as my drink, obviously. My drink comes in a fancy cup. It is the Moscow Mule.
Oh, I fucking hate a Moscow Mule.
Oh, they're so good.
You know what?
I don't get them at all.
Can I make a quick suggestion?
Sure.
I think in the tradition of freedom fries, I think we should call it the Kiev Mule from here on.
Am I the only one? Assumed Muscle V was going to do a White Russian. Was I the only one that thought that?
I thought he was just gonna do straight vodka.
I thought it was too.
It's not like classy.
That's true.
That's just normal.
Isn't that what you guys do at weddings?
Yeah, just normal. Just vodka.
Nobody said his wedding was classy.
Okay. Okay.
That's just every day is just vodka.
Why do you like the Moscow Mule? I literally don't get the taste. I've had it. It's fine.
First off, there's vodka in it.
Second off, I'm offended. I remember at somebody's bachelor party that I brought things to make a Moscow Mule, which I had never made before, nor had I had one before. But I looked up a recipe, brought the ingredients, made them, and got very complimentary marks, including from you, Jeeves.
I mean, first of all, if someone's gonna bartend, I'm gonna compliment. A and B. I mean, yours was fine. It was as good for a Moscow Mule.
Did we almost not go out because you were too drunk from them?
We were very drunk from them.
So we do have a 0-0 game, I believe.
Oh God, so quick.
Oh,
Yes, we have
All right,
a.
what is
ever take a hearty swig. That was
Yeah.
very quick 0-0 finish.
Mm.
Ugh.
Oh,
Somehow Jeeves got 0 damage on anyone.
Almost impossible to just get zeros across the board on the stat line.
Did you even fire a gun on this one?
I don't think I did. I think I was taking a swig and didn't pull the trigger on the one guy.
Ah, got it.
Oh yeah, Pants Man, you did a fine job. I get for a mule, great work. Doesn't mean I get the taste. Also doesn't mean I'm not going to smash them.
my question about the Moscow Mule? Now I know a lot of drinks have kind of very
I thought we were coming to the Kiev
glassware,
Crush.
but why the copper mug? Like, does that actually add anything, or is
I don't think
It's for
right? I think
fanciness. It's for you to be more fancy than everybody else who has regular cups.
that actually is why it's a terrible pick. Because if you're drinking that like in a tux, you look insane.
yeah, you do. That's true.
I don't think so.
you want
Well,
a whiskey tumbler if you're going to be doing classy, or like a one of them? What's that? Like the
Flask.
one that's not margarita, but like the drink for
Martini.
Martini.
martini glass. Yes.
Great segue, because my pick, of course, is the dirty martini. It's the classiest drink, the most effective, and it's delicious. It's tough to get a
I
good
will
one,
say,
though.
I was gonna say, I will say it's classy. I agree with you 100% of that. But to me, the reason why I didn't pick it is it's really hard to get a good one.
Yeah, it is weirdly hard, even though it's, I think, two
Yeah.
ingredients or three
Yes.
ingredients. I don't understand why it's so difficult. But when you get
I
a
will
good one,
agree with you.
holy hell, are they good?
When you get a good one,
I've
it
had
messes
them.
you up.
I love the idea of a martini, but I just can't get behind them. They're a bad choice for a couple of reasons. One, as much as I love an olive, the olive juice is it's too overpowering in a martini.
Got to get the right mix. Definitely can be. I don't find it a problem because I love olives. Like that's not an issue, but I can see that how that happens most of the
I
time.
also, going back to the sweet thing, like I don't love overly sweet, but I have a hard time with like savory sort of drink. Like that's a weird move from.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess so. What's another
And also,
example of a
I'm
savory
just
drink you
gonna
don't
layer
like?
this as my kill shot. Like,
Oh,
sorry, but the martini glass, I know I was mentioning it earlier as an example of a classy drink, and I do think it looks nice, but it is wholly impractical, especially if you're drinking. It is
that's why
impossible to not spill a ton of what you're drinking with that
that is why
ridiculous
it's
design.
class. You have to prove that you can handle a martini glass, and if you can't, you look bad. If you spill even a little bit, you look like a schlub. But if you can handle one well, you look super classy. You're like James Bond.
I mean, Jeeves, we know you don't have the best track record in not spilling stuff, so.
That's my that's right.
It's your white whale.
I'll spill a regular drink. I might as well go for broke.
And broke you will be buying multiple martinis and having nothing to show for it.
No, you definitely take advantage of the martini when it's free. If I think I've only ever purchased a martini like one. I don't think I've ever purchased two martinis.
So
I have to say, I think that is one of the reasons it's quote unquote hard to get a good one. If you're getting them when they're free, they're not going to be, well made.
Well, I shouldn't say when someone else is buying, I would be happy to partake in a martini.
I will say, if you get a martini in a copper glass or a copper
my
cup,
God.
you may not spill it.
Yeah, but you
What the
will
fuck are you
look
talking about with this copper cup?
insane.
Get out of here. Dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You have to admit, it's a very popular cup for exactly one drink. It's absolutely crazy. Granted, the martini glass is for one drink as well, but it's a much better looking glass.
Alton Brown would be very offended at this single-use kitchen item.
Yeah. Yes, he would.
Like the Moscow Mule cup.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the unitasker. All right. Well, just because those are your classy drinks, gentlemen, first of all, good work. You've at least all provided drinks. No one said Jack and Coke, so I'm thrilled. But classy is one thing. That doesn't mean it's your favorite time and place to drink. So what I also asked was for you guys to think about what's your favorite What's your favorite drinking environment? What's going on? What are we doing? What do we look like? Who's all there? So we're going to go around and take turns with little pieces of this question. So I don't want you guys to reveal what your drinking scenario is until the end. We're gonna take turns doing each individual part first. And we're gonna judge each individual part, and then at the end we'll also judge your pick as a whole. See how you did. Yeah. Hopefully that makes enough sense. Apparently the drinks are flowing well. I'm a little garble mouthed, but we'll see how this goes. So, in your ideal scenario, what is the perfect party size to be drinking? And that is how many people are there, and also how many people do you know from that number? So, Pants Man, we start with you.
So you're asking me what is this overall size, and a fraction of that, what is the size of the people I actually know?
Yeah, that's correct.
So I'm going to say my perfect size would be St. Patrick's Day size, and my perfect number of people would be I know almost none of them.
What are you considering St. Patrick's Day? Someone who just railed against St. Patrick's Day.
This is yesterday I gave you so much shit for liking St. Patrick's Day. I just wanted to fuck with you. That's not my real answer.
Okay, this made you so mad.
Yeah, I was shocked.
So for me, I would say I love a good house party. I don't mind a bar, but they're loud, and I have old man hearing.
I just want to point out your job is to talk about number right now.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to tell us where you're at.
He understands the question.
I worded it pretty poorly. You're just telling us numbers right now.
Yeah, just numbers.
We'll get to location here in a minute.
Very confusing. Numbers.
Yeah.
Such a weird. This is the weirdest way to start this.
It is. The whole thing is so weird for this one.
No, I like it because if you don't tell us what your drinking event is, if you give the number first, it's not very clear what that thing will be.
Okay. Well, I've spoiled all of that, but I'm going to say
that's fine.
I don't know, a dozen.
Okay.
And I want to personally know not all, but most.
Correct answer.
I'd say half.
Okay. So you want to know about 6 people at a 12-person event.
Somewhere in that ballpark, yeah.
I like that. That's a good amount. You definitely don't want to know everyone, and I imagine Boo will say that incorrectly.
No, not at all.
Because you definitely want to have that. You need that wild card element, right? You need.
I'm going to give a much different answer than what you're expecting.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Well, great. What is your answer, Boo?
So my answer has definitely changed from. I mean, when I was younger, I would have said like hundreds of thousands of people because I'm a huge extrovert and I like a lot of people. But now, when a drinking event, I would say my average I would like to be about 15 to 30.
It's not average. Right? This is ideal. What's the perfect scenario?
I would say 20 then. 20 people.
Okay. Great.
And then I would only like to know about 2 or 3 of them because I am a single male, so I would like everyone else to be a female that I don't know who would be interested in me.
But then you still need a couple of people that you can talk to when you're not talking to any of those females. Yeah, smart.
Oh, yeah.
You would go to a 17 female event and not talk to any of them, I feel like.
Are we allowed to guess based on the number what the event is? Because it sounds like he's talking about a middle-aged woman's book club.
I would say, yeah, Boo, don't confirm, but yeah, we can absolutely take speculations of what the event is. And book club is dead on. 20 people at a book club is crazy. That's a wilding out book club. Great. All right, Muscle V, what do you got? What's your perfect number for a drinking event?
Yeah, I would say 10 people, and I know 8 of them.
Okay. So you only want the opportunity to meet 2 people.
Well, I don't want to meet a lot of people. I want to talk to about the people I know, and I'd be like, oh, a hi person I don't know, and then kind of go back to the other people.
Muscle V, at this point in Muscle V's life, he has no reason to be anybody else. He has friends, he has a wife, he has a kid. He doesn't need any more friends.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can tell you exactly, by the way, what Muscle V is describing. He's talking about one of his cousin's birthdays that he has to go to. And the two people he doesn't know are cousins of his he's never met somehow.
I think I've actually met all my cousins.
That you don't know for sure is telling.
well, it could be your cousin-in-laws, something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
don't know their wives or their husbands. So yeah, I guess that would be the two right there.
All right. Great. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go in not quite near any of your guys' numbers. I like about a 25 person event, and I think I
By the
know
way,
8 of them.
for the
Say
record,
8.
I like how you said not near any of our numbers. I said 20. How is 25 not near 20?
I was looking at ratio. So
Okay.
you went 20 to 2 or 3. I'm going 25 to
Yeah,
8.
yeah.
So I got a
Okay.
bigger group, I know.
That's fair.
Now, what is your
Pants Man,
purpose of meeting these new people?
well, you definitely don't want to know everyone. You need randomness to happen. That's what makes for a fun night for sure. But then I definitely need to have a nice core group of people I know, have some great conversation, and then some of us go out and meet some of the other. I'm not going to meet all 20. I'm not going to meet the 17 other people there, but hopefully I meet like 6 to 8 of them.
I guess I'm going to push back a second on your answer because you are
That's
a
fine.
married man with a child. Are you really trying to have like a really fun night at this point in your life? Like, does that really
If
matter to you?
Yeah, yeah, just because you have a kid and a wife doesn't mean you can't have a fun night out. I mean, I
That's
hopefully she's
exactly what.
there. Hopefully she's there, and hopefully my daughter is not there. Hopefully we've gotten a babysitter for this event.
My
But yeah,
question for you is, if parents are allowed to have a fun night out, why have my parents not had fun since the 70s?
because you're just such a joy to be around. Why would they want to go out and experience the world still?
Yeah, how will they eat all the rhubarb pie if they go out?
Yes, that's right. That's right. It probably is a rhubarb pie division. Is exactly the answer. All right.
Honestly, now that I think about it, in all reality, I think if you asked my mother this question, I'm pretty sure her answer would be like, to it if I have to.
Two people,
Two people, yeah. She'd be like,
and she knows
her
them
and my
both.
dad, and I
Oh,
guess
okay.
their children can come if
One
they
of
have.
one of her children. Great. All right. Um, yeah, interesting numbers so far. So, Pantsman, we may know what your event is, but what kind of drink is at this event? What's the perfect drink, or even drink selection if you'd like to get into it? But mostly, what are you drinking?
So as we established on the last episode, I am a little bit wary these days of hard liquor. I will make a mixed drink like when I can control it. I'm in my own home. I'm not going to have many of them. I can manage that. Or if I'm going to like a fancy event or someplace where I know they're going to make a really flavorful, wonderful mixed drink. In the kind of event, like my perfect party, I'm probably going to want to have a good buzz, and I just don't trust hard liquor to get me there without very quickly turning me well past the buzz into danger zone. So I'm going to drink a beer. I'd say that my perfect drink is a beer. I like a good quality craft beer. I'm very, very hesitant to mooch off of others if I can help it. Not always
Definitely.
been true, but these days it is. So I want to get a beer I can trust that I'm going to like it. Something that I will be able to have enough to enjoy the whole party, but not so much that I'm going to get myself in trouble and wind up with a big hangover.
Okay. Um, what type of beer generally are we looking at?
I would say it does depend. I tend to go for darker beers, your porters, your stouts. I like those kind of darker flavors. I always avoid hops. Do not like hoppy beers. No IPAs for me. But sometimes,
That's because you're a white girl.
Mhm.
You just have
yeah,
no hops.
Basic
I
white girl.
do sometimes like a lighter ale though. So like a wheat beer can be really good, or some kind of lager. I really like. There's a Mexican beer kind of in the theme of like a Corona, but it's called Tecate.
Tecate. Yes, that is correct.
Mhm.
That's one I like quite a lot. So my neighbor actually introduced me to that one. So I would say if I'm leaning more towards crushing it, I'm going to go for the Tecate. If I'm leaning more towards sip slowly throughout the night, I'm going to grab myself a porter.
If you remember my birthday party that the two of you, Boo, you weren't there, but the two of you came down for the Taco Fest.
Oh my
was
God.
not a great festival, an
No.
incredible Tecate festival. Because while waiting for lines, you could easily there was no line for Tecate. So I think I had like 15 of them while you guys were off at not the festival.
I've had a lot of free Tecate because my neighbor, we share a balcony, and in the summers I tend to spend a decent amount of time just sitting out there and maybe reading or just hanging out on the balcony. And he'll come out, and honestly, a lot of the time I'm on a video call with my boyfriend, and I'm taking it outside because it's a nice day, and my neighbor will see me sitting out there, and he will come out and hand me a Tecate just to be like, here, have
That's
a beer,
awesome.
like.
That's
He's
cool.
the most friendly guy. It's really, really lovely.
That's
This is
awesome.
lovely.
One time he has like a 2-year-old daughter. One time he like she came out with a beer to bring to me.
That's awesome.
That's good use of your children. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, to fetch, of course.
So because we're picking a single thing, I know I gave two answers, the porter or the Tecate. I'm gonna lean towards the Tecate. I feel like I've talked it up enough. That's gonna be my choice.
I love a dark Boo, but I think that's the better move, I think. All right, Boo, what do you got?
First off, we should have added a drinking. If Pantsman talks for more than 25 minutes, we should drink. Oh my God.
We could definitely add if Boo gets mad at the segment. Like that could absolutely do him.
So I, during Pantsman talking for 35 minutes, uh,
Drink.
We both got
um,
zeros again, didn't we?
Oh,
oh,
have another round on us as we finish 69, baby.
so I actually changed what my final answer is, but my first answer still applies. So my answer of
You
the
had long
the
enough
type
time
of
to think that you changed your answer.
1000%. I So the drink of choice would be a beer and a selection of beers.
Okay, but you're gonna have to that's fine, but you're gonna have to be more specific about the selection.
Okay.
This is your ideal. So like what are
Yep.
you
There is 12 selections.
okay.
It is on a board, so you get to choose the selections.
Well,
Um,
I do like getting a flight and in
yeah.
particular a flight board.
You
Okay.
can yes, you can get it. Usually the beers are around $4 or $5. Um, and there's anything from IPAs to porters to anything. It's a good selection usually.
You're getting all 12?
Uh, in one night,
In
I've
this
gotten
night,
close
yes.
to.
That's the question. No, not have
Probably
you done
not.
it. What's your ideal situation?
I would not drink all 12, but I would like to have the selection of the possibility.
So
So you
I
want
don't
how
like
want to say
four
anything.
beers, but you want to pick from 12 of them?
Yeah, if I say anything else, it's going to give away my answer. So
that's fine.
I
Just
can't say anything else. Yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Appreciate the commitment.
I mean, this is
Great.
a wild. I'm really excited about this book club. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, and are you jumping around the varietals? Like, are you doing an IPA and a dark together?
Um, yeah, I think in this occasion, yes, to go with my first answer of trying to meet the ladies, then yes.
You think that's a good
I,
way to meet the ladies is to have different
but
colors
it
of beer?
it depends. What if I meet a group of ladies that would I think would like that are more connected to IPAs? I would have an IPA, and then if it was like a different type of group, it might be oh, this is a porter group.
This might be your problem with meeting women, is
Oh,
that is a
just
horrible strategy.
the funniest thing is once you figure out what I'm talking about, you're gonna be like, okay, that makes 100% sense.
Okay,
So
great.
I do have a question. This is a little bit of a sidetrack, but I'm just curious your thoughts. So we talked about a flight. If you get like a flight of beers, what is your way? Do you sip all of them consistently, or do you like pick one, drink it, then pick the next one and drink it?
You don't sip.
Are you-
You can. someone else take this because I have the definitive answer.
So what I usually do, and this is probably not what normal people do, is I usually try each one at first, and then I do one at a time.
That's exactly what I do.
That's the definitive answer. But which way do you do it? Do you have a? Does it matter, or you just pick one and stick with it?
I usually do left to right at all times.
So random.
I would say I usually go light to dark.
Yeah, you go light to dark.
I like to end on the best tasting beer. I want that to be my last flavor in my mouth. So usually that's going to be the dark beer.
Even if you're like one of the middle beers is a better taste, it's going to be not as strong of a taste. Your dark beer is almost always going to be your strongest taste.
The reason I bring this up is I recently was home and I went to a bar with my parents, and my dad and I both got a flight, and I noticed halfway through that all four of his beers were level. Like he had about half in all of them, and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Now, if
you're
they
just
all
going back and forth.
If he's got 4 porters or something, like it's a porter house, I guess, or something. I don't know, maybe. But
we did both
crazy.
favor the darker beers in our choices, but still.
They have to be pretty even for that to even pretend to make sense. I wouldn't. There's almost no scenario where I would do that.
So wait, so I have a question for you guys. If you go to a place where you can make a flight, do you pick your flight or do you let the bartenders pick your flight?
Oh,
Why would I let the bartender pick my flight? They probably have terrible taste.
I agree. I was just curious.
Does anyone have the bartender pick their flight?
No.
I don't know. I was just curious.
Why would you get
a place where somehow, like I like very specific styles of beer. There are a lot of styles that I'm just not interested in. Like if I did that, I would wind up with 3 IPAs and I'd hate it. So
Fair enough. That's fair.
I could potentially let the bartender or server pick like a drink. I would do maybe one drink. I wouldn't let them pick the whole flight. That would be crazy.
Okay, that's fair.
Right.
All right. Muscle V, what do you got? What's your drink of choice?
Yeah, it's gonna be the same thing I'm drinking right now, the Jack Daniel's Tennessee Honey with Coke.
That's an interesting one.
You called me a basic bitch.
Yeah, well,
no comment. No comment.
Honey, well, that's interesting because I feel like the Jack Daniel's honey isn't available in a lot of places.
It is always available where I'm at.
Great. I mean, that should probably give some clues as to where you're gonna be, because that's again, you're not your average bar. I feel like doesn't. I don't know. I don't ask them, but I feel like it doesn't carry.
No, I bet most bars have it.
Yeah, you're going the wrong bar for sure.
Yeah,
I don't ask. I'm not quizzing them.
To defend Muscle V, I've seen it more and more at bars, especially in the last 5 years. I've seen it more and more.
Okay, well, my bartending days have gone down in that time. So
yeah,
all right, great.
I also, again, to defend him, I think the flavored alcohols like that have definitely are more common at bars than they were when we were younger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Great. As for me, I do like the IPAs, but it can't be too overpowering. I want to be able to have a couple of them. Maybe ideally 6 of them, 6 or 7. So it can't be like a 10% thumper or 12% that'll just put you on your butt. One of the all-time great drinks, Bodhi, is an 8.4, I think, and I can't have 6 of those. So just under that one.
Were you done?
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying not to get killed. 1 second. Okay.
I was trying when you paused to have an opinion about your answer, but
it's perfect, right? Yeah, there's not much you can say about it.
I would never go down.
You would never what?
I would never go that way. I would never want an IPA. In fact, I do think it's a little crazy.
So here's the thing. For you, I do like IPAs. I'm on your team. I'm a big fan of an IPA. I hear what you're saying about that. I would love to drink more, but I also think it has to do with a lot of what your location is. So that probably
Definitely.
Yeah, so I hear what you're saying. But I do like IPAs.
I
I
think there's
can't really picture a scenario where my favorite would be an IPA. Like I can understand why people like IPAs. I can understand people enjoy them, but it's hard for me to believe that anybody would want that to be their drink of choice.
Yeah, I'm also not a
Sure.
fan of IPAs, so I also cannot envision that.
so my backup here would be if I'm not doing IPA, the gin and tonic would be
Yeah,
the swap.
A
sure.
good little twist on the gin and tonic is the gin and tonic uh, ice pop.
I thought you were about to say the gin and diet tonic, and I was going to
Yeah,
lose my
I
mind.
was gonna say diet.
I,
No. You mix together I think it has to be sort of a not too boozy gin and tonic, and then you put them into like ice molds, and
Ooh,
then you've got delicious
Other people around you?
popsicles
no,
made of gin and tonic.
that sounds fun. I've only ever done the boozy pop like once or twice. It was fine. I've still theorized it can be very fun.
Well, when you go to a picnic that you were invited to and you had no idea that a gin and tonic popsicle was a thing, and somebody just says to you, "Here, do you want this? I made popsicles. It's a gin and tonic." It feels like you just met a magician.
Yeah, that's true. I think I purchased one and was like, this is fine. That's fair though. Getting bequeathed one would be great. Cool. All right, so Pants Man, we know where your party is going to end up, but what is the attire of this event? What are you wearing?
Mm,
What are you wearing? And you can also delve into what other people are wearing if you'd like.
that's actually a really tough one because
Again?
if we were to have, and again I didn't do any of the pre-work today. If we were going to craft a single party and then view it and decide what are the elements of the party.
That is what we're
Um,
doing. Exactly what we're doing.
yeah, but like when I take each of these individually, like if you ask me just by itself the question, what is the dress attire of my ideal party? I'm gonna be in like a nice suit. Like I'm gonna be really
Okay.
dressed to the nines.
Sure.
Um,
Now
but
now do it in the context of your party.
at the party I want to go to, um, that's way too fussy. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna be in. I'm probably gonna be in like a sweater or like a long sleeve button down, jeans, just pretty casual, but not completely like t-shirt and trash. Like a little bit like I actually went out.
So
Now the other
t-shirt and
people,
trash. T-shirt and trash was your college attire. And then what you just described is your post college attire.
100%, no
Yeah.
question. Um, somebody right around the end of college literally had to explain to me that that I dress very poorly.
So you're allowed
Um,
to try.
well, not only are you allowed to try, the way she put it, and this was deeply cutting and incredibly accurate. She said to me, "You dress like you're a 14-year-old wearing his obese brother's hand-me-downs."
That is dead on.
It's very
Dead on how you
descriptive.
dress.
I mean, exactly accurate. I thought I was a large. I thought that was my size in t-shirts. That was not apparently true. Anyway, so I'm going to be dressed relatively casual, but not, too casual. The people I'm with are definitely going to be on the more casual side. They'll be no fancier than me. Maybe just a smidge fancier if they're really feeling it, but
I was
most of
hoping
them are going to
they were
be
all going to be
pretty.
in Texas.
Oh my gosh. No, I don't like, my whole thing is I don't want to stand out particularly, at least not for my clothes. So um, I, I would say I want to kind of look like the crowd.
Yeah, that's fair.
So conformity. I want conformity at my party.
Yeah.
Nothing more fun than that.
Conformity and uniformity. That is absolute fun. I mean, that's a reasonable pick. What about you, Boo? As someone who doesn't wear any of the clothes that Pantsman just described.
So for me, it would be like at this place. For me, it would be like shorts and a t-shirt, nothing too fancy. And I think the other people, would be anywhere from shorts and a t-shirt to the way that Pants Man talked for 7 hours again. Um, but I think
Drink.
because some of the people coming, most of the people coming would be going somewhere else afterwards.
Okay. And I think shorts and tee. I think we all know that you're wearing a free tee that you got from work. Is that correct?
Probably not.
Wow.
For lots of no,
Classing
no.
it up.
The answer's kind of depressing. Why I wouldn't? Because of the rise of anti-Semitism, I probably would not wear a shirt
Oh
that
my
just
God.
advertised me being a Jew right now. Yeah, we might have had a bomb threat today at work, so that's kind of
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
yeah. Different talk for a different day.
Dropping bombs. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you guys
Pun
don't get
intended.
actually bombed. Yeah.
Pun intended.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah. That is. Yeah. We don't have time to delve into anti-Semitism.
Nope.
Let's just
Yep.
blanket statement. Don't do that. Knock it the fuck
Yep.
off, guys.
This show is
chill.
anti-Semitism.
That's correct. Although wordy, correct.
Yes.
We're certainly not pro-Jew. I mean, you guys are the worst, but we're not anti-Semitic.
Wait, why don't we say we're anti-hate? We're anti-hate.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
We hate hate.
We hate hate.
Pantsman,
hater.
Don't you have some fun phrase for us? Pantsman was dropping crazy fun phrases last night.
You want something other than, you want me to workshop hater? Because that's all I got so far.
Yeah, I want you to worship hater. Come back to it. And while you're doing that, Muscle V, what is your attire for your perfect drinking event?
Yeah, my attire would also be shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
Now this is in the dead of winter, I assume, this party.
I don't go out in winter.
All right. Okay. There's not much to talk there. For me, I am wearing it's actually a 2-part outfit because I'm so fancy. It's also a t-shirt, but it's also shorts that can get wet, probably a bathing suit.
Okay.
Bathing suit's a great move.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, I'm guessing there's no pool involved. You just want to have shorts that can get wet.
By the way,
I make a lot of people mad at me, so they throw the drinks at my pants a lot, so I want to be able to deflect the water.
I think it's more like you are going to get yourself wet, so you want to be prepared for it.
Yeah, if I pee myself, it's fine.
Geez, I'm very happy that I changed my answer after Pants Man talked for 7 years, because that was going to be one of my original answers.
Fair. Well, let's get right into it. What is your location, Pants Man?
House party.
What? That's fine. That's fair. What is it?
On the advice of my counsel, I'm not going to elaborate.
Okay. Fair. I do love a house party. It's something I just feel like it's kind of hard to. You either have a good house party crew or you don't come across house parties that much anymore. It's like one or the other. You're either exclusively doing them or you're not doing them.
I'll be a little bit more specific. So when I say house party, I don't mean college style throw a party, people show up, it gets crazy.
Right. I didn't think that.
I mean, again, we're talking about 12 people. So it's like a friend of mine invites me to their house where they're having maybe some food and some drinks, and maybe there's some kind of excuse for why we're getting together, or maybe it's just we want to hang out, and so we're going to get together.
Drink. So is there multiple rooms, or is everyone in one room in your ideal situation?
I'm not going to go if it's a one room. So it's there, even if it's like a studio apartment, you're going to have like the kitchen area and the living room area. Like you're going to you want that opportunity to split off into mini conversation.
Yeah, the great natural fracture. Yeah, that is that. I just don't. It doesn't come up as enough. I either like we do a 6-person house party, and I wouldn't even call that a house party. I'd probably call it a dinner or something, or it just doesn't happen. It's definitely like a hole in my drinking experience right now.
Yeah. I would say I'm probably leaning more towards the 6-person. Like I more often go to like a 6-person thing, but I guess my ideal would be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, was that short enough, Boo?
Yeah, this time.
1 second, I want to see how this shakes out. Did you get a
No
kill?
problem.
I did get a kill. Did you?
Yeah, damn it. I was really excited for a second. Okay, house party, great answer. All right, Boo. Where are we with this crazy event you've got?
So no, it's not an event. The question was the
I
ideal
know.
location.
Where are we? Is the question.
So I think that I'm pretty confident with this answer will be the only time that I think Curtis. Drink.
Oh,
Drink.
drink.
That Pantsman and Jeeves will actually think I had a good answer for something.
I'm
Because
not gonna hold my breath. Maybe you shouldn't either.
this is one of the few places in Baltimore that I took the two of them to. I'm not saying I'm from this place, but one of the few places I took them to ever, and they actually thought it was a really cool place. And that would be the liquor store in the building that I used to live in.
That place was.
Oh, I did love that place.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That was great.
I told you, probably the best answer I've had in the whole entire show.
It's not inspired, but it is a fun drink hang. We did have a great day.
We had a great day. Now do all my answers make sense that lead up to that?
You said 20 people. That seems like a lot for that place, though.
No, not at all.
In the ideal situation, that could be happening. I don't know why you're wearing shorts and tee, especially if we're going somewhere else.
If I'm just going downstairs and I live there?
Yeah, but we would go there and then we went out. I don't think we went back up to your apartment. Why would we? We already
Not
started
that
the
time.
night.
No, that was in that scenario, but you said my ideal setup. That's my ideal setup that I don't.
You said
even
earlier your
walk
ideal
outside.
setup. Most people were going out after. You're not part of the going out after.
Nope.
You're trying to meet 17 girls. You want to impress them in your shorts and t-shirt?
Well, because I'm a casual guy. Also, I said that answer before I came up with the location because I changed my location. Yes.
That's
That's
fair. I gave my number answer. I forgot what my answer was when I first gave it. So fair enough.
Yeah. That was the hardest question. Actually, was the people, and I don't think the people.
That's the point. That's why it's supposed to be the first question.
Yeah, but I don't think that affected anyone's answer in any way. But maybe I'm
well,
wrong.
now your answer sounds crazy that you're gonna meet 17 girls in t-shirt and shorts.
First off,
and knowing you flip flops too.
Definitely, I'm Boo Radley. Meeting 17 girls anywhere is shocking for me.
Yeah.
Also, I have to say, I know I joked at first about St. Patrick's Day. I am surprised that nobody suggested their ideal drinking situation was a bigger event than 20 plus people.
Pantsman, we're old now. If that was 6-7 years ago, that would have been different. But we're all old now.
I would say as early or as recently as 4 years ago, I would still put that in my ideal ranking. But we are still we're too far removed. We're too COVID-y. We're too far removed.
Yep.
I'm too old. I'm too married.
Actually, no. That's geez, what you just said is probably the number one answer. I maybe with COVID my answer would have been different, but everything I think about still has that COVID lens in it still.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't trust anyone. Like, I go to the grocery store and I start out mad at everyone and just hopefully don't say anything. But yeah, again, 4-ish years ago, absolutely. The St. Patty's Day amount of people is perfect. I want a whole city to just tear up. Yeah. Don't remember any of the locations I was at. That would have been perfect. We have moved on though.
I mean, I'm sure for you a little bit has to do with the fact that you have a kid, but I'm sure COVID probably trumps even the fact that you have a kid. When it comes to being in a big group. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, Honey Coke. Jack and Honey and Coke and shorts and the tea. Where are we, Muscle B?
We are, of course.
Somebody you can. Time out. You cannot call someone Honey Coke. That sounds like something completely different.
Definitely gonna start calling you that going forward. I wrote Honey /Coke and then called you that.
Obviously
All right,
we're
honey
at
coke.
we're at my house. Obviously, I'm not gonna take
Of
the time to
course, we're at your
go
house.
somewhere
Yeah.
else.
You've I don't know, maybe this has changed recently, but you've almost never thrown a house party.
I've had some people over. I think probably
Have you ever had 10 people over, 2 of which you didn't know at your own house?
yes, but it was more. Actually, my wife threw a party, and I didn't know half those people. There was about 10 people.
That sounds about right.
So
And you
your
probably
ideal
made no effort to meet the people.
Oh, 0. They were playing some
your
weird
ideal
board
event
games.
has never happened.
My event has not happened. I've had probably 10
This
people
is
at
just
my
a
house.
dream.
You only allowed for 2 people that you didn't know, and you described a situation in which you would go say hi to them and then immediately return to your own crew that you knew already.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know why you included them. Why even have people that you don't want in your house?
Well, okay,
In your
so
idealized
in
story.
this ideal world, it's people that are in relationships with some people that I do want in my house. So I'm not gonna be like, no, I don't want you here.
That is you love meeting a significant other. That's your bread and butter.
I don't know why you said that so weird, but in this situation, it would be a significant other, I think.
Okay, you called it weird and then immediately co-signed it.
It's not my bread and butter. I would say probably in this situation, the significant other wouldn't just. I mean,
This is
these
your
2 people
ideal
wouldn't be
situation.
random.
You chose all of the variables.
From anything.
Yeah, you didn't have to do that. Super. I mean, obviously you were going that route, but super fucking weird pick. Two people in your house that you don't know and 8 that you do. Again, significant others because it's your bread and butter. And you're just letting the honey coke fly.
Honey Coke for everyone.
I gotta tell you, I don't know that we're gonna call you Dixie or Muscle V anymore. I think it's Honey Coke from here on out.
Nope.
Yeah.
Just,
going by
it rolls
that.
off the tongue. It rolls off the tongue nicer than you'd hope. I'll tell you that.
It really does.
I want to hear about this pool party.
Yeah, it's obviously a pool. So this is tough because I'm not sure that the current I had some amazing times at the apartment pool, like where I used to live.
Mm.
And I don't know if I can quite recreate that magic going forward unless I meet someone else that has an apartment pool. Because apartment pool parties are super fun.
Yeah, so it's funny because before I changed my answer, what I was going to say, I'd never even done, but it would be to have my own pool party, my own pool, and invite like 10, 20 people over, and I don't know half of them, which made no sense looking back on it. So I'm glad I changed my answer.
Yeah,
But
that would have questioned that one for sure.
I'll say I
Definitely.
didn't think of it, but while like I don't spend a lot of time fantasizing about a party I would want to be at, like that's not just how I spend my free time, but I have actually spent a fair amount of time fantasizing about owning a house with a pool and
for
throwing
sure. Yeah.
like weekly parties in the summer where people just come if they feel like it, and it's just people everywhere eating and swimming and having a great time.
Make it happen, Captain. That'd be super fun, especially because my dream is one of my good friends owning a pool. I would not want to own a pool myself.
Oh, see, I would want to own a pool, but I would have had enough money to hire someone to clean the pool and stuff.
Yeah, you know what? Fair. This is the ideal situation, so fair enough.
Yeah,
that's a good call.
My problem is I want to live in a secluded cabin in the woods that is also spacious enough to have like a really nice pool, but also none of the like leaves from the woods getting into the pool somehow. And then also it's in a dense urban area surrounded by nice restaurants and fun things.
Accessible, yeah, of course.
So, and I forgot to mention, this is going to cost very little. It'll be very cheap.
Well, once you own the pool, you don't need much at a pool party. That is the bulk of the activity.
I will say, I did see there in the city I used to live, somebody kind of as a joke sent a Zillow listing of a house that was kind of in the style of like a cabin, and it was in kind of a more small town area with a lot of woods around it, and it had an indoor pool, which for
Ooh.
the climate I was in, I was like, what? It was like
Yeah.
a $400,000 house, and I was considering it. I moved to a real city instead, but I was considering it.
Yeah, I
By
am
the way,
glad you chose the route you chose, but indoor pool is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
let's be honest. In the city that I live in, that $400 home would probably be $900,000.
And we don't know what city, but it's probably Baltimore, right?
If I had to guess.
It has the same amount of letters as the name Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call drink for that. That seems good
Yeah,
enough.
definitely.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, Pants Man. We're at this house party. Now
Oh, there's
this
more. I thought we were done.
right.
I
Again, you
I
don't read
think
the
you
prompt.
should, I think you should have flipped the order for this one, but go ahead.
Maybe we'll see. So what
Yeah.
are we doing at? We've known it's a house party for a while, but what is this particular house party in your ideal situation?
I think we should have flipped this, but it's okay.
Okay, but that's fine. It's already happened. Breathe.
It's
What
also
is
0-0, so you got to drink for that one.
Drink.
Oh, drink.
All right, let me drink and then I'll answer.
Pants Man, what's the longest drink you've ever taken?
All right, cool it. This is a no, I can't say that because I already said how I dress. I was gonna
That's
say
okay.
it was a Halloween
You can,
costume.
yeah, of course.
Costume
Halloween.
party.
That is the correct answer.
Yeah.
But you did pigeonhole yourself by putting yourself in a button down.
And I assigned everybody else a button down, so I really
you went out of your way to make sure no one's in a costume.
Yeah, shit. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go
What?
Friendsgiving then.
Oh, that is a good one. Although half the
I
people
know,
you
it's
don't know
pretty
to
clear all of
Friendsgiving
you
is
are
crazy.
doing summer parties, and it is obviously a good move to do a summer party. Like, of course, that's a great move, but I'm just going to be a little bit different. I'm going to go more of a fall theme. I'm going to say Friendsgiving.
Not knowing half of the people at a Friendsgiving is weird, though.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, very, very weird.
Is it?
Absolutely. It's you've at least at best case you've combined two groups of friends for a Friendsgiving. That's not a thing.
Well, so it kind of goes back to Muscle V's idea. I'm sorry, Honeycoke's idea.
What Sylvie will do.
About like the significant other thing. So like I've been to Friendsgivings where I have a friend,
Okay,
she
all
invites
right.
me, she's like, bring me over. And I know all of like her friends because we're all kind of a group. But then her fiance invited all of his friends who have never mingled with the rest of us outside of a Friendsgiving. So
I've never attended a Friendsgiving like that. I've only known all the people there.
Yeah, Friendsgiving,
Me too. Me
95% of the people there probably.
I'd say it's a good way to save your answer, what you said, but I don't think it's still generally correct. That's not usually, I think, how people do Friendsgivings.
I mean, I can only speak to my own experience. I've also had more recently a Friendsgiving that I would say I knew maybe 3/4 of the people. But I don't think I've ever been to a Friendsgiving where I knew everybody.
I've only been to Friendsgivings where I knew
Me too.
100% of the people.
That's interesting.
I knew everyone
Yeah.
but one person. I've never met him.
I'm sorry. Did you say they were a meth head?
He
No,
said he never met them.
I never
Very
met them.
confusing.
Oh.
But
Never met
one
them.
person, never met them.
Got it.
What?
It was someone's husband. We knew everybody else.
Oh,
I just
yeah,
never
okay.
met this person's husband.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Right. So I said
Yeah.
I didn't know 100%, but I was close.
Yeah, okay. Fine. Fair enough. All right, now Boo, I see why you wanted to swap the order. What is your activity in the liquor
First of all-
store beneath your apartment?
Again, Pence Man takes forever to answer any question, whatever.
That wasn't even that long.
It was so long.
You have to drink for that.
Pretty much tonight's episode is me just criticizing Pence Man.
It's every
What else is
episode.
new?
And for me, the perfect activity would be, and this is a true story. It's going to sound weirder.
This is ideal. You could make up one, but fair enough. Give us your true one.
Would be a Thursday night when you know a couple of the people there and all the people there that you actually know are the staff there, and you're waiting for your roommate to get back from a business trip to buy you dinner.
What?
You're so goddamn weird.
At least I'm honest.
You don't have to be. In this case, you didn't. Okay. Well, I don't even know how to write this. Thursday, waiting for roommate to buy you dinner.
Bingo.
So that's why you're not going out
Wait, no.
afterwards?
Whoa. You have to add one caveat. And striking out with girls.
Well, yeah, you have 17 of them.
Sorry, we're classy. Striking out with women.
You're the one striking. You want to strike out with 17 girls before your roommate buys you dinner at a probably too fancy place.
I don't want to. I'm just realistic.
No, you don't. This is ideal. Idealistic is the whole point of this segment.
Sorry. Ideally, I bang all 17 girls, then my roommate buys me dinner.
Oh, the class is just through the roof.
Yeah.
Wow.
What
was the event though? I didn't ask what.
A Thursday night. That's the event.
Wait, what's the activity? Like, what are you doing?
Why is Thursday night your ideal drinking day?
Because
Post college, that's a horrible pick.
Well, because don't forget, I work Sunday through Thursday, so I'm also Thursday.
Okay, so it's really your Friday.
Yeah.
Does no one else have initial reactions to this insane answer?
It's terrible. It's a terrible answer.
Obviously, it's terrible. Well, I mean, I'm perfectly fine with a random person just buying me dinner every Thursday, but what?
Excuse me, do not call my former roommate random.
It's just such a weird. Why is this your ideal situation? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about the ratings, and I knew this segment would help with the ratings.
Fucking nutbag. Pantsman, why are you being silent on this?
I mean, what else can I add? He chose Thursday as his event. What am I supposed to add to that? You've already covered why it's crazy.
Just Thursdays.
Also, I'm afraid if I talk too much at him, he's just going to yell at me.
Yes, that's going to happen.
Why wouldn't you've drawn up the perfect scenario where there's a reason for 17 girls to be there? You couldn't come up with anything. Your roommate's going to take you to dinner soon.
Look, do you know why I gave that answer? Do you want to know why?
No, maybe
because Pantsman talked too long. That's why. Because Pantsman talked too long.
All right. It's a terrible answer. Good recovery, but fucking horrible answer. Oh my god! I'm glad you weren't around for the spring answers. You would have just made it worse.
Well, I'm actually glad I'm doing it. I don't really have a spring where I live, which we've already said where I live, but we don't really have a spring. Our spring lasts like 2 weeks, so I would not have had good answers.
Okay, great.
It's like 90 degrees by May, so it's not. I don't really have a spring here.
But that still gives you April and March.
Not really. Not around here. But
also, you guys don't have a winter. What are you talking about?
Also, yesterday was 82 degrees, so I'm not sure I really have a spring.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. You did horrible. No reason to keep dawdling on it. Muscle V. So you have a
God, you really are a dad now. You're using the word dawdle.
Yes, I am. I am literally a dad. Muscle V, you have a chance so far to get the best answer at the moment.
Yeah, so obviously we're doing some sorts of drinking game. There's beer pong. We can play cards.
What?
So we're in college again?
That is definitely us in college.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I'm throwing a party, I'm going to be playing some sort of games that I'm good at.
So the event is you're just throwing your own house party. There's no particular impetus for this.
Yep, just hanging out. Hanging out.
That sounds about right.
I mean, it's better than a fucking Thursday night before your roommate takes you to dinner.
Yeah.
I feel like
I know. I don't know who would answer that.
You would have gotten torn to shreds by Jeeves for that answer, if not for the fact that he had just heard Thursday night short at a liquor store.
I would like to point out, I never said he was taking me out to dinner. I just said he was buying me dinner. He could get it delivered.
Why is that?
So then why are you waiting for him then if he's delivering dinner?
Because he's paying for it.
There's called DoorDash.
It does feel like you could be.
He can't DoorDash from an airplane. I mean, I'm sure you could actually, but
Yeah, knowing him, he definitely could. You can definitely get Wi-Fi in airplanes.
Yeah.
he used to buy things from crap. I messed up the joke. I was gonna make a joke that he used to buy things from that. What was the
Sky
airline
Mall.
magazine?
Sky Mall.
Sky Mall. Sky Mall. I was gonna make a joke about him buying things from Sky Mall.
And instead you didn't. You're just talking about the joke you could have
No,
made.
because
Thank you, Bill.
I couldn't think of the name of it. That's why.
Great. That doesn't make it better.
No, it doesn't.
All right, so you did rando house party with drinking games.
Yep.
Honestly, easily the best answer so far.
You want to do an ad spot real quick?
Yours is a what?
You want to do an ad spot real quick?
Okay. Yeah, all right, fine. 1 second, gentlemen. I have to switch gears from being mad at Muscle V or at Boo. You know what? Drink for that.
Drink.
Yeah.
Drink. We messed up a name.
So just dead air.
What's happening? I'm drinking my. I always have to remember what my ad is. Do you find that do you feel embarrassed that you spill your drinks often? Do you sometimes wish when you're cleaning that you could have a drink, but it's just too cumbersome? Do you find glassware very hard to manage? Well, stop whining and start wine soling. That's right, wine sol. It's part drink, part cleaner. Just as effective as your average liquor and just as good at cleaning as your generic cleaning product. Now in 3 different flavors. For low, perfect for if you spill on any sort of furry surface. Char Duvet, if you spill your wine in your bed. Or Pinot Grigio. Great. It's an excellent cooking wine that also helps get out those difficult grease stains. Wine Sol.
So are you drinking and cleaning at the same time? With the same
Yeah,
product?
of course. Will you let me finish the ad read before you answer questions?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Wine Sol. Get mean as you clean. Wine Sol.
Wow. You put so much effort into the writing of that and just had no capacity to deliver the ad read.
In fairness, that was all from memory. Thank you very much.
Wow, that is impressive.
That was zero written down.
Very impressive.
Is it an effective way to do ad reads? No.
What's astounding is you were doing that from memory, but it sounded like you were struggling to read it.
It did.
It just sounded like you were struggling. Just in general.
I just sound illiterate. No, yeah, that was from memory. Wine Sol.
All right, can we hear Jeeves' thing now? His pool party. What's the event? Is it just a pool party? Like what's?
It is a specific. It sounds lame, and I thought it was gonna be lame, but our apartment building used to throw their own pool parties, like for the residents, and I was like, that's stupid. Why would I ever go to that? We went to one and we got so much free beer, so much pizza, and they gave out prizes. Like they did like an hourly game and they had a DJ. It was amazing.
Yeah,
so
did you tell me you won like legit like a good amount of money?
We won. I want to say, I don't remember exactly. I want to say we won at least $150 at about 3 different pool parties. Well,
Yeah,
again,
incredible.
drinking a lot and getting free pizza. It was incredible. Yeah, it was perfect.
So is your whole party just based on what your previous apartment did? Like you're just copying and pasting your party?
That's correct.
1,000%, which is a good answer.
No,
Right?
wait a minute.
The ideal scenario. There were some super fun nights.
Yeah.
I will always push back against the idea that Jeeves always has, that he's got the right answer and every other answer is wrong. That is usually bullshit. What he has described, and I'm still pissed that I never managed to make it to one of those pool parties. Those pool parties sounded legit.
Oh my God, they're absolute magic.
I think pool party is like your idea of what an apartment complex pool and pool party is totally worked by that place. I've never heard of anything like what you got to experience at that apartment. That was special.
Yeah, that's true. And there was like a ton of them too. It's not like we just did this once. I think we did like 15, 20 of them.
It's funny. It's funny you say that because I do think it's a great idea. There is no way that model is sustainable. There's no way
I
that's a
did
sustainable
again.
business model.
They did 20 of them. I would live there for 4 or 5 years.
I'm actually asking a serious question. Do you know anyone that still lives there? I'm just curious to see with COVID if anything has changed or if they even still run them.
I'm guessing that they probably did. We were still living there during COVID, and I don't
But
think
not during the summer, right? Yeah.
they
But
didn't
even
do
like,
them. I don't think.
yeah, but I wonder but that was 2020. I wonder for 2021 if it came back in any
It's
capacity.
a great question. Or
Yeah,
2022, and I think I have to assume they'll bring them back for 2023, assuming you have a third of the ownership group that was there.
fair
They
enough. Yeah.
they did swap ownership group like right as we left though, so maybe they did
Oh,
stop them.
yeah. No, I'm just curious from a sustainability perspective.
I will say too,
Again,
you were paying a good amount of money for your place, so that's also like another thing.
First off, nope. I have to. Ryan and Courtney were paying
Oh my
less
drink,
money
god!
than
drink,
what
Oh my
I
drink,
paid.
god!
drink, drink, drink,
Oh,
drink,
sorry,
drink.
sorry. Pants man and
You're
pants
now
wife.
giving
Nope.
you're
Nope.
now giving two. Yeah, oh my god, drink again. Drink twice. That's
Uh,
4 drinks minimum. But
Jeeves.
also you gave 2 bits of identifying information, which is like that makes it like 8 times more potent.
Yeah, for sure. Jeeves and Yahoo search.
Great.
Um, uh,
She
um,
has suggested calling herself Little Fuse, by the way. So if you'd like to use that, feel free.
Oh, that is good for her.
that
Yeah.
is good. Okay. Um, um, Jeeves and Little Fuse. Wait, I don't even remember what I was saying. What
Yeah,
was
I
the
know you
last
don't know
comment
who
you
you're talking
said?
about.
Wait, Muscle B, what was the last comment you said?
I said it was expensive where he was living.
Oh, oh, that was my sorry. That's why I got so animated. Um,
Okay. Well, finish your drink because
um,
you're at least 16 after all that.
I just did Jeeves and whatever
Little
we're
Little
calling
Fuse.
Little Fuse paid less money for that place than what I was paying myself. So don't say that their place was expensive.
Okay,
It
but
was in our area. It was above average, but it wasn't outlandish.
What was it, 1,200 or something?
Yeah. Again,
Yeah,
probably too much information, but yeah, I think it was like
we
1250.
we didn't say where. Um, I, me and my roommate together in a much place that was probably Jeeves, you were in my place. You would say
Yeah.
about half the size of your place, maybe a little less.
Well, I had a townhouse. You had an apartment, so
Yeah.
I mean, it
We were
was.
paying $2,300. So
yeah,
there's
but
that.
you also had a liquor store on your first floor, so
I still
You
had
did
to
have
pay for it.
both of us did have our ideal drinking scenarios in our apartment complex.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't. It wasn't like way above market or anything, though.
All right, I
No.
want to. I'm not going to try to come for the top spot. I will be surprised if anybody wants to fight for beating out the pool party. That was obviously a great answer,
Thank you.
but I feel like I need to defend myself on the number 2 spot. You're saying Dixie's the better choice. He just chose like
I said his was the
having a
better
small party
activity.
with his own existing friends. My thing is a Friendsgiving. It's got amazing food and good drinks and more people.
Your answer is actually significantly better until it jumps to a Friendsgiving where you know half the people.
Why is that?
Real
Why was
quick,
that?
Dixie, you get a -1,
I
or I
don't.
get a +1. How does it work?
You
Yeah, I
get a
get a
plus
+1.
one. Yep.
Okay, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Great. House party, great. Event, great. Size, really good. Type of drink, great. Um, Again, Friendsgiving where you know half the people. I just haven't done it. It doesn't sound right to me. Whereas you might as
It's
well just.
literally just any other house party. There's
I
no
was gonna
difference
say
except
you
for
might
you
as well
got
just
much better
no.
food.
Friendsgiving is focused around a meal where you're at a table. Like it actually is mostly what you described as what you don't want. Is it the feature is that everyone's having this big meal that everyone
So I
prepared.
I can't help but assume you're picturing like a 6-person, like the friends from the TV show Friendsgiving. I'm
Yeah,
talking about like a dozen people. So you've got such a big table full of people that you're not going to have one big conversation. You've got splinter conversations. You're chatting with the people closest to you physically, who are the people that you actually know
But is
for the
that
most part.
fun though? Like, are you having any fun in this?
Oh, hey guys, this is interesting. We might have a rando guest join us. I believe we have a
Really?
live listener at the moment. I'm gonna see if I can get him into the channel to help us out with this.
Who is it?
It is Lil Fuse's cousin.
Oh,
Oh,
And one of our loyal listeners.
are we
Interesting.
cutting some segments because it's already 11:16?
Yeah, breathe. We only did like a third of the segments last night.
Oh, is Flying High the cousin?
That's correct. Welcome, Flying High, to the show.
oh, they left.
That
They left.
was exciting
They
for a
did not.
second.
They did not like our show. I think they're back.
Hello, Flying High. Do we have you on?
Hey,
Hey, buddy.
I
Hey.
be sorry about that. It's hard to accept an invite from your phone and then jump on another console per se.
That's fine. Welcome to Call of Daddy 2.
Call of Duty 2 is that we're calling it now.
That's the episode. That's the show. Yeah.
That's the show. Okay, perfect. What are we playing here these days?
Call of Duty.
We're of course playing Call of Duty. How else could we be Call of Daddy 2?
Which one? All of 5 of them?
Yeah, every
Well,
single one.
We're playing Warzone.
Oh no, is my Warzone not installed right now?
Oh, you meant we need help with the game because we're terrible at it. Okay. I thought you were going to help us with the perfect drinking scenario.
Oh no, I got plenty of those though if you need it.
I do. So you know what? We'll do a lightning round with you.
All right, hold on, let me go run a drink. Hold on 1 second.
Perfect.
I gotta pull it back up, and yes, absolutely. I was wondering you gonna notice me. I was like, come on.
Well, I didn't. I just assumed that it could wait till after the show. I didn't think it was about the show.
Oh, I was trying to get involved.
Great. Yeah, love it. Do you have your drink?
Not yet. Hold on.
Also, have you been listening or just watching?
Oh, I have been listening and watching.
Great. Okay,
Nice.
so you know what
Nice.
we're doing?
I've been caught up. Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Okay. Just let me know when you're ready.
I grab another Yangling Lager.
Ooh.
Oh,
Whoa,
nice.
whoa, that's unusual for you. That's not the Keystone Light. Flying high.
I don't want to talk about it. There, Ryan. I mean, oh fuck, I got to drink for that,
Ooh.
don't
Yeah,
I?
you
You do have
you
to. In
do.
fact, we all have to drink for that.
God, he's really been watching this. It's great.
It only took like 30 seconds to figure that one out.
Okay. So I got 5 questions for you. Right?
Yes.
So, what is in your ideal drinking scenario? What is the amount of people that you're going to have at this, whatever your scenario is?
My ideal drinking
And
scenario.
don't tell me what the scenario is. Just tell me how many people will be there and how many you know at this event.
Oh, ideal 6.
Okay, great. And how do you know all 6 of them?
Yes.
Are you included in the 6?
Yes.
Okay, great. What is the type of drink you're drinking? And feel free to share what else is there as well.
Typically that
No,
not
this is your ideal, not typically.
oh,
What is
ideal.
the
So
perfect?
I like to like have people feel like comfortable with themselves. So like their ideal, which typically is like a random variety of beer and liquor.
Okay.
And then it's like a drink per person. So like they all get fucked up, but not like too fucked up at the same time.
Minus the last part. That is every time we've hung out. Everyone gets too fucked up. What are you drinking though?
Typically in this scenario, I would be drinking a nice light beer.
Okay. Any specific one? And you want to throw out any specific companies?
Yeah, 1 Keystone Light.
Yeah, baby.
I'm upset. I went to the beer store 3 times this week in the past
Okay.
7 days. They haven't had Keystone Light or Bud Light.
Oh my God! Should we riot? Should we?
I'm about to though. I'm not gonna lie though. I'm pissed. Like
Great.
I got a new job, so like I go on my
I
lunch
know.
break to
I've
grab
been meaning
beer.
to call you about how that's been going.
Yeah, I'll have to do this maybe tomorrow. Actually, I'll give you a call.
Sure.
But like I get off super late, so I get off like 6 o'clock. So like by the time dinner is done, like things start closing.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, we got to rattle through the three other ones. All right, so what is your attire at this event? What are you wearing? No, ideally.
Let's go jeans and like a t-shirt or hoodie.
Oh, okay. So pants man in college. Perfect.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Great. Where are we? What's the location?
Trap house.
I thought for sure you were gonna say your house, which you could probably argue is still.
I was
Trap
gonna
house.
say it's the same thing.
Is that a bar? What is Trap House for our listeners?
Good question.
Trap house is a small house that has two people in it that can't fit it, but we do it anyways.
Or you can literally get trapped in if there's a fire.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's fair too. Used to jumping out windows.
Okay, what is your? So what is the activity? What are you doing in the trap house with 6 other people that you know, drinking
Either
light beers?
Kings or
Kings is great game.
I like Kings. Kings is like a go-to. This past weekend we did switch it up and went to a guess who on your forehead.
Ooh, interesting.
Which was
No, so the question was more why is everyone there? Although I do like to know the things you're doing at this event.
Why is everybody there to get fucked up?
Okay, well then what is it? That's just any given Saturday? Is that what we're talking about?
I was gonna say Friday, but yeah.
Oh, can't believe you didn't go Thursday. Big loss for you. You're
getting old now. Like Thursdays are booked.
That's weird. That's weird. For some people, that's the perfect situation.
No, I agree. That's a really weird answer. Yeah. Who would say Thursdays?
Only a crazy person would say Thursday.
I would like
agree.
Thursdays better to work Friday. Absolutely.
Well, some people don't work Friday, to be fair. And some people don't have a real job anyway, so it doesn't really
I
matter.
miss
no,
those
100%.
days.
Me too. Me too.
So for an entire year and a half, maybe 2 years, I worked from 8 to 5. I got up at 10, and then clocked off at 3, and booked 8 hours.
I'm sorry, I didn't follow any of that. What?
Oh, you got your ass clapped, didn't you?
Yeah, I got killed
Yeah.
as you were saying that.
So I clocked in 8, didn't actually start working till 10. Clocked off at 5, but didn't actually clocked off at like 3.
So what are you doing for those extra hours?
Drinking.
Okay.
Nowadays, I'm actually working. It's unfortunate, it really is.
Boo. Yeah, you're getting too old for this shit. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Flying High. We're going to jump real quick. Boo, I assume you have a show to pitch to us before we get out of here.
Oh God. Okay. I do have a show. This one is definitely a little out there.
Why'd you say that like you had there's no way I was going to ask you that question.
Well, it's all for the dramatics. That's what the audience wants.
Okay.
So that's what the audience gets.
100% you just woke up.
He's been asleep this entire time? That was an option?
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about the segment for a second, not gonna lie. So
Great.
I'm figuring this out on the fly, but I have a great idea for
Hey,
all of
Fly,
you to
hell
listen
yeah.
to.
That's a shout
Exactly.
out to our guest.
So this is called the Salsa Kids, and it's
The
about
what?
different types of the Salsa Kids.
This sounds problematic. Like if you say it too fast, it sounds bad.
Salsa Kids.
Yeah.
It's about the different types of salsas living in one house. So, okay, spoiler alert, I might have just seen a salsa commercial on TV. But
We were shut out, by the way, so everybody's got a drink.
Yeah, everyone throw down a drink.
I'll drink.
Well, Boo tells
You
us
don't have a
whatever the
choice.
fuck he's saying.
So like you have the mild salsa who's like kind of calm and like doesn't know what they're doing with their
Wait,
life.
are you saying sauce or salsa?
Salsa. You have
What?
the medium.
Did that clear
salsa.
anything up for anyone? Are you
No,
saying sauce or
I
salsa?
still think it's sauce.
Salsa. You have the medium salsa.
Like,
who's
are you
Salsa.
saying Mexican salsa or are you saying pasta sauce?
Is there an
medium
L?
salsa.
Is there an L in this?
Medium
Fine.
salsa.
Please,
What's up?
please,
Scared the shit
please
out of me,
hold
by the
all
way.
questions. Please hold all questions.
I don't do
till the end
anything
of
built.
this segment.
Ow.
Thank you.
Ryan's Discord.
Drink,
Funny Ryan, yeah.
drink, Flying High.
Oh shit! I thought I muted. Fuck.
You're not muted at all.
No, not at all. I know.
That's
And
4
then
drinks. What I clocked.
Eh,
then you have Hot Salsa, who's just a huge whore. All she does is just fuck people all day long. And that's the Salsa family.
What's this about?
I didn't follow any of that. I still think you're saying Sasa.
Yeah, I'm saying salsa.
No, that's different word. Okay, yeah. What's the point of this other than you saw sauce on the
Billy had
TV?
to purposely drown himself. Because why would Billy and
Hold on.
You're not on mute
What the
anymore.
hell is going on?
There you
Flying
go.
High, how do you want us to refer to your girlfriend?
He's on mute. So
Good.
Um, the point of the show is to show people the difference in types of salsa.
And maybe teach them how to pronounce the word.
I had an actual idea, but I forgot about that about 2 hours ago because all Pantsman does is talk.
Fucking pants man. Okay.
oh
yeah,
my god.
Okay. Obviously, I'm not greenlighting the Sasa show. That is a horrible
terrible
pitch.
idea. Terrible.
Maybe just read a dictionary or something. I don't know why you say words so poorly. All right, great. I think that's going to be all for tonight. We got to go on and get out of here. We ran a little long because we started early.
Yeah.
Let's go around the horn. Everyone, give us a nice sign off. We're going to start with you, Flying High, our special late night guest. Give us a random thought before we get out of here.
I apologize. I'm drunk.
Yep.
That's about right.
That's how you're
great.
supposed to do sign-offs. You guys are so much worse than him at that.
Yeah,
All right.
he had the best sign off.
Muscle V, what do you got for us?
make sure you buy your salsa.
That was a good one.
Fantastic. Pants Man?
I apologize. I am intoxicated. Is that what you wanted?
Perfect. Exactly. That's all we've ever asked for. Boo, what do you got for us?
If a drunk skunk is drunk, does a skunk drunk the skunk?
Nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Absolute nonsense. And I want to thank all of you for sticking with us tonight. If you've joined us live, like Flying High, you can definitely crash the show mid-segment.
Yes, please.
Not a problem at all. You can watch us normally from about 10 to 11:15 any given night. Obviously, tonight we started early. But thank you. And remember, if you're I don't even know which thing I want to say. If you're going to have a house party, make sure you don't know exactly 2 people.
There you go.
Cod Daddy's out.
Cod Daddy's out.